The exotic class items provide a ton of versatility when it comes to the prismatic subclass, and with Titan, it's no different. Now, I got a roll of Spirit of the Inmost, which allows us to get the Heart of the Inmost Light exotic perk to allow us to empower our other abilities when we use one, and Spirit of the Contact, which is point contact brace, and anytime our powered melee does damage, it's going to cause lightning strikes and jolt enemies. This combo allows us to use our frenzied blade and hit for crazy damage, jolting tons of targets. And I've seen the jolt tag people all the way in Narnia. It's super fun and it's super good. It's a lot of fun to use, and if you get this class item specifically, you should definitely try it out. The build that I'm going to be rocking with this is going to be the Blade Fury for the super. I'm going to use Thruster so I can proc Heart of Inmost Light really fast. Frenzied Blade, like I said, for those 3 melee charges, allowing us to sever if we use it, but we're not really going to use it. And then I'm going to use shackle grenades to allow us to suspend targets, which is going to proc the strand subclass debuff, which is going to tie into our fragment facet of courage, allowing our arc, solar, and void abilities to deal increased damage. Now, I know what you're saying, we don't really have one. Well, we have consecration, which is what we're going to be rocking with, which is our ability that's going to allow us to do more damage when enemies are suspended, as well as scorch and ignite enemies. Pairing on top of that, we're also going to be jolting and summoning lightning strikes from point contact's exotic perk on our class item. We're going to tie in knockout to this as well to get more damage from our melees and allow us to start healing when we just use our normal melee. Fragments are going to be facet of ruin, so our solar ignitions are bigger. Facet of protection, so we have more resistance when we're surrounded by combats. Facet of purpose, so anytime we pick up an orb of power, we're going to get woven mail thanks to having a strand super. Facet of balance, so anytime we defeat enemies with light damage rapidly, we're going to get melee energy, and it goes the same for darkness with grenade energy. Facet of courage is the last one, like I pointed out earlier. For stats that you want to build into here, resilience, strength, and discipline are going to be your top 3. Now, when we look at weapons, what I've been really liking is a weapon in the kinetic slot like the Call, or you could use the new GL from the Echoes episode, and it is really good as well. In the energy slot, Graviton Lance, Red Death, Sunshot, they're all really good. You could also bring in Indebted Kindness if you want to run a special weapon in the energy slot and a primary in the kinetic slot. For the heavy, it's kind of up to you. I've been liking GLs, machine guns. You can run a sword as well. It's kind of up to you there. You can run a rocket as well. In the artifact here, we can go with Shield Crush because anytime we get a kill with knockout, we're going to get amplified, and then we're going to also be radiant from picking up orbs thanks to radiant orbs. So our grenade's going to recharge faster, and when we pick up an orb, Woven Mail is going to proc on us, and it's going to give us our melee charges faster. Transference, so anytime we transcend, our grenades and melee are going to do more damage. Threaded Blast is another good one. Destroying a tangle with a strand weapon creates a larger and more damaging explosion. And if you're running the Call, Winning Hand is also a good choice here. And then if you're running the Echoes GL, Logic Reductor is good. Now we take a look at our armor mods here. On the helmet, I'm going with Heavy Ammo Finder, Hands On, and then a Heavy Ammo Scout for the teammates. However, you could also just run a Siphon mod here if you really want to. Choice is up to you. On the gauntlets, I'm running 2 heavy-handeds as well as a fastball. On the chest, resistance mods to best suit your activity. On the boots, you can run 2 weapon surges of whatever weapon you want, and then an invigoration. Another option to go with could be better already as well as recuperation, and then a invigoration, or you could go with absolution. And then finally, on the class item, I'm going to go with outreach, bomber, and then a reaper. You could also switch out bomber for powerful attraction, but that's up to you. This build is super fun. I really enjoy it. If you manage to get this class item roll for yourself, definitely try it out. I've got a ton more ideas in mind with these class items, so I'm going to be popping builds out left, right, and center. I've also got ideas for the new supers, the new aspects as well, so be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can see all of these builds when I drop them. Make sure to also go check out my TikTok where I drop shorter versions of these builds over there, as well as some helpful guides. And then also go check out my Twitch. We live stream us looking for these class items, helping you guys get these class items. Tons of different things. It's a lot of fun. I would appreciate it if you popped in and said what's good. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.